evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1,572nd installment of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Good evening, traders. Big evening here. Fed day number 2. Let's see what's going on. This video is coming at you on a Tuesday night for trading Wednesday, February 1st, 2nd, 5th, 20th? February 1st, 2017. You cats know I never know what day of the week it is. Forget about the day of the month. Video number 1572. These are very educational videos to help to teach you the art of technical analysis. Please pay attention. As you know, and if you don't, futures trading is extremely risky, causes substantial financial loss, especially if you don't know what you're doing. That's what hanging out with me will do for you at livewithoscar.com. Remember the risks behind this game, and it's not suitable for everybody. You need to have risk capital if you're going to play this game. So, OMNI is going to start off with a neutral but possibly buyer of big dips in the emini S&P. Before I even get involved in what's on the board, another shout out to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, I got to give you a shout out. How do you like the way he fired that Attorney General, bitch Sally Yates? She's like, he said, did you say no? Wait a minute. Did I hear no? You're fired. He's been around for 10 days. Rock and roll. How about that? If you're not with us, you're against us. The guy is from New York City. He's got the mentality. I thought it was great. Now you'll see everybody else in Washington that's appointed and not elected going, hello, Mr. Trump, you're a handsome man. Look at you. You're tall and you look how powerful you look. Is that your ass? Oh, hello, Mr. Trump. Oh, you even smell powerful. That's how these people are going to be. Because he gave them a little dose of what's going to happen if they don't listen up. I thought it was great. I don't care what you cats think about it. Nice to see somebody shaking things up like he said he would when he gets to D.C. Rock and roll, Donald Trump. I know I'll get the hate fan mail, but who cares? I'm on his side. Next, Fed day number 2. Auntie J's rhetoric, what she says, what the Fed says, what the minutes are after they make their decision to not raise rates, although I really think they should and wouldn't be surprised for a moment if they did. I have nothing to do with raising rates, but if I had any power, I'd be raising rates tomorrow. With that said, she should set the tone for the rest of the week. Whatever they do doesn't matter. What they say is probably going to set the pace for the dollar. And that's going to set the tone for everything else out there. So, we are expecting to be a buyer of big dips in the S&P. If it dips enough, we're sidestepping it for now. It's a Fed day. We're not going to trade. If an opportunity presents itself, you never know. No calling a bear market just yet. The flags are holding. In last night's video, I showed you a series of flags in the emini S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, the usual gamut. And I said these are bull flags in a bull market the day before a Fed meeting. I'm not calling bear market on that. And so far, rock and roll to this, they held the bottom of the bull flags and we popped. I'll show you those charts. Maybe we're just going to rally right out of this. We'll see what the chart says. Then we've got Apple, bonds, gold. We've got a lot of stuff to talk to you about. Meet me at livewithoscar.com. Come into my free trading room. It requires no credit card, no hassle. You give us a username, a valid email address, and you are in the chat room and hanging out with me. Livewithoscar.com. I'll see you there. Remember, we're going to go look at some charts. Tomorrow is a Fed day. I don't want you trading. If you can help yourselves, try to stand back and do nothing. Wait at least 45 minutes after Auntie J does a little dance, and then see what you think about the markets. With that in mind, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the Russell 2000 daily bar chart. I showed this to you last night. And I said this is what we call a bull flag. It should produce an up move, or at least what happens at the bottom of this bull flag. This particular one is the market tends to hold. So here we are. Last night we're at the bottom of this bull flag, and I am not calling a bear market, that's for sure. I think it's going to hold. So this is where we were last night, and this is what happened so far today. And so far, give the flags a round of applause, right? The flag worked. So far, it rallied up. I mean, it bounced from here on Monday, and on Tuesday we went up. So far, so good. That would be your Russell. Next chart I want to show you is the NASDAQ. And look at how the NASDAQ went back into my Oscarism known as an F flag. and bounced right off that line during the day on Tuesday and rallied back out and settled up here at the highs. That is a good hold. So far so good. Very good move on us not going short. Great move on the hold call, but we didn't do anything about it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Then you've got Apple. Traders, I've had, in plain English, I had the gonads to take this chart, put it out on social networking all over the planet, in my chat room, everywhere I could. The market was open, and then I said, you need to buy this before the report comes out in Apple today. Why? Because reports come out in the charts. They always do. Apple pulled back, made a little pullback right to the bottom of this channel line right before the report. That needs to pop. So that's what I thought would happen. Let me show this same chart to you. It's a little bigger now, exact same chart, blown up. What really happened in here was it formed a very quick bull flag at the same time, right inside that channel. Right, here's your bull flag. It bounced off the channel, and tonight, when results come out, the thing explodes. That is pretty good analysis. I think the market's all the way up here right now. I think it went all the way to there. That was the bull flag I put out this afternoon before markets closed to get people prepared for the move in Apple, a testament to how well these flags do work. And a round of applause for flags. Let's move along. Gold. Showed you this last night, V bottom. And I said, is this a V bottom or failure at OTAPMA? I don't know. We'll find out right now because it got all the way to here. Now, the Fed's going to have a meeting. Gold either explodes and gets above OTAPMA and takes off, and yes, V bottom, or we head back down. So I also showed you last night that it wasn't just gold. The dollar is in the opposite position. U.S. dollar is heading down towards the OMNI average while gold's heading up towards it. And the likelihood is that if the dollar bounces off the average, the gold will bounce off the other way and come back down. So here's where we were last night. And here's where we were in the U.S. dollar. As you can see, dollar coming at the average and gold going up towards it. Well, this is what happened today on Tuesday to the U.S. dollar. It blew right through the OMNI. So, okay, today's a Fed day, but I would say this, if we don't turn around today, gold will get the benefit of this. So, interesting juncture that we are at right now with the dollar and the gold. This will give us direction for at least a few days, if not longer, in gold. So, sit back, hang out with me in the trading room, and I'll try to tell you when we get that signal. And then we will take a look at the 30-year T-bonds. I'm going to show you 3 different looks at this chart. You've seen this in last night's video. You have this red channel. It's not very dark, but there's a red channel there. You've got this OMNI average that I slapped on here. It's not my usual OTAPMA. It's a different proprietary, but it's an average that I like to use in the bonds. You've got a moving average, a bear flag, inside of a channel, and the Fed meeting, and bonds spent 4 days going up before the Fed meeting. If you ask me, the likelihood is you do not get past this average, and the next move is lower. Of course, we will take it one day at a time. We have to wait for the Fed decision before we'd ever consider anything, so we won't be trading this. This is a look for you. That's look number 1 in the bonds. Look number 2, we go out to a weekly. Big, huge, lasting for years channel. It finally gets broken. Not only does it break the channel, it breaks my OTAPMA, something it doesn't usually do. Breaks down through OTAPMA and is bouncing off of the 200 bar moving average. Very powerful, very powerful. Let's remove the voodoo and let's look at this in a cleaner chart. Chart number 3. Same chart, remove the OTAPMA, remove the 200 bar moving average. What do you see? What do you guys see?
A bear flag.
A bear flag, right? So this is likely a bear flag. Now this is a weekly chart, and bear flags take a long time to pan out if they're going to, but it looks like that is what's going to be the next move over time. Lock in your adjustable mortgages now while you still can, because I have a feeling if this is a flag and it works over time, rates will be going higher. Traders, meet me at livewithoscar.com. I will see you in the live free trading room. So traders, you've seen the chart. You've got my technical argument for why we basically have to sit on the sidelines for much of this, but then we should be set free after the Fed makes their announcement tomorrow afternoon. So interesting. Love that Apple chart. I think Apple's got a long way to go. Bonds, you can see it's almost a quagmire it's at right now. Keep your eyes on that. Gold, if the dollar breaks further, the gold moves higher. We've got some interesting things happening out there. Then, of course, we could end up buying a dip in the S&P, but it would have to be a big one. And then there's crude oil. But that's my little secret. If you want to play with me a bit with crude, you come to my site, livewithoscar.com. Meet me in the trading room, and I'll show you what we're doing in crude for tomorrow. That's about it, traders. I want you to keep your emotions at bay if you can, and I know that's not easy when you're in trades, but if you can somehow keep yourselves calm, do it. If you don't know what to do, try this exercise. Say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll. Fed day number 2. Auntie J set us free. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.